Welcome to the Wickershire Project Solar Power Edition. This is our power series teaching you about solar and how to do a setup. Yeah, I know. Snow, right? I want to go off grid. I think it's a great, fantastic idea. I get it. It's romantic. You're out in the woods with nature. But this stuff happens. You know, this is what you got to prep for. Sorry about the generators in the background if you can hear them. This is an off-grid neighborhood. Some of you are curious. You want to go off-grid, maybe live in a tiny home, power up a cabin, something maybe for a shed or a shop or some scenario. Biggest thing I had to do is come out here and clarify all the panels. That way we have a little bit of power production and it lessens our gas use on such drizzle days. Unfortunately, our battery bank is not big enough for autonomy, which means we can't go a second or third day in the winter. No, we're going to need the sun. So we have to burn about 2 gallons of fuel. A gallon in the morning and a gallon at night. Always oversize your system. And by oversize, I mean buy a bigger solar charge controller. Buy a much bigger inverter. Consider going 24 volts. Consider going up to 48 volts. In this series, we're going to learn. Make a better decision. Don't burn your cash buying stupid things that are generic, unnamed brand. Stick to professional made quality things with guarantees. Companies that'll respond within a week or less, hopefully. One of the companies we deal with was Outback. It took them about 6 days to get back to us. So I figured they're answering about, I don't know, 600 questions every day. Their PR department's probably going crazy. All right, I am freezing my tuchus off. I am going inside the house to have a hot coffee. I will catch yous in the video. Wire sizing. You can look at a chart referencing 12 volts. And basically, if you jump to 24 or 48 volts, you can downgrade one wire size and you're 100% protected. I don't want to get into that too much. There is tons and tons of professional wire gauge sizing for copper wire. In solar, you always want to use copper. Do not use aluminum. It's just small tolerance losses and small resistance buildup. That's all it is. It's not much, but when you're off grid and you need power, you want to tweak as many amps as possible. try to figure out some scenarios where we can get some power to an off-grid place. good to put some sort of breaker or fuse in between system components. And that would be once your solar panels go into a breaker box, that has fuses. As the line comes out to your solar charge controller, then you'll have a wire coming down from your solar charge controller to your battery bank. It's kind of weird, but people do fuse that, so why not? Then you're going to have big, thick, heavy wires going from each battery. And then from there, those big, thick wires go into the inverter. Somewhere between the battery bank and the inverter, you should have a really large size fuse or breaker. You just want to protect yourself and always ground everything. Anything that has a metal casing with the ground symbol on it, with a screw that says grounding, read the owner's manual, ground that. Be sure to do that. Lightning, there's power in the ground sometimes. If you're making a short while building, you kind of want that protection. Thanks for watching the Wickershire Project Power Series, and we'll catch you on the next one.